Hey, what's up guys, MagicMon here, and today I'm actually not going to be showing you a tutorial or a magic reveal or anything like that. Nothing with card magic or anything. I'm just going to be telling you how to deal with lay people when you're doing a magic trick. Like when people ask you questions, like, how did you do that? Can you show me the trick again? Stuff like that. Everyone, it happens to everyone. People say it all the time. So I'm just gonna tell you how to deal with that kind of stuff. So anyways, enjoy the video. Okay guys, so I'm gonna tell you how to deal with lay people right now. So, people always, after pretty much every trick you do a trick to them and they're like, what? How did you do that? It's just, people say it every time. It's just gonna happen. They're not necessarily asking you to like show them how the trick is done, or they will ask you like, you can tell by the tone of their voice and how they're saying it if they actually want to know how it was done or if it was just a reaction. Most people are just like reacting. Like if you saw an amazing trick, you would just say, that you didn't know how it was done. You'd be like, what? How? Like, stuff like that. It's just a reaction to things, okay? So don't, if someone actually comes up to you and is like, okay, how did you do the trick, whatever, then obviously you're going to know that they're actually asking you to show them how. Don't show them how, just kind of, I like to use comedy and, kind of like, hey, can you keep a secret? And they're like, yeah, and you're like, so can I. Just funny stuff like that. People just laugh, and then, if they still are asking you, you could just tell them like, sorry, I can't tell you how it was done. There's plenty of like there's plenty of advice out there on YouTube or anywhere that is like can tell you how to deal with stuff if they actually ask you how to. Probably not gonna really go into like much detail about that. But anyways, let's get into the second one on how to deal with people when they ask you to show you the trick again. Okay guys, so this is on how to deal with people when they ask you to show them the trick twice, okay? Or more than twice, okay? Now, usually you don't want to show them the trick more than once because then they'll be looking for what you're doing, because then they're going to know what's happening. I do most of the time I do it twice, but a lot of times it's a trick that I cannot do more than once, and like a lot of times I just don't know what to do, like, sorry, I can't show you. I have actually had people say, if you're a good magician, like good magicians aren't afraid to show the person the trick twice. I'm like, um, okay, thanks for that, but it's like actually most magicians will not show you the trick twice. Just saying, but anyways, basically, don't. I wouldn't show them the trick twice, to be honest. I would just say, sorry, I can't show you the trick again. Or you can kind of say, here, I'll just show you a different trick. That's most of the time that's what I do. I just, say, here, sorry, I won't show you that one, but I'll show you a different one. Try to catch this one or something like that. Um, so if they ask you to do, if you do end up doing the trick more than once, which is totally fine, it's just easier for them to like see what you're doing the second time than it is the first, because they're not really knowing what's gonna happen in the trick. But if they know what's happening, they're gonna be looking for it. But I have done like the same tricks to like people like several times, this same trick, and they still have no idea how I do it. Like not exact necessarily like in the same at the same time, but like just I'll see them again and they'll ask me to show them again. Honestly, I would just be against it. I just don't really feel like it's a good idea, to be honest. So that's about if you're asking twice. Because I had this happen. I was doing the teleporting trick where you teleport somewhere in the room or into someone's pocket, whatever. Not like into your pocket, because you can just palm the card off, but like with duplicates and forcing and stuff like that. So when I was doing this the other day, and like 2 days ago, no, it was yesterday actually. But I was doing it, and people were asking me to do it like over 10 times. They just kept asking me. So I had my cousin there, Ethan. I'll give a link to his channel down below. He makes funny videos, but anyways, So he was with me at this like I had a magic stand for this like church or neighborhood picnic thing. So I was like running this magic stand or whatever. It was pretty fun. But so they were asking me to like show them the trick twice. So I ended up doing it. But okay, so first I teleported it into like a matchbox. I had a card already in there before folded up. So they're like, "What the heck? How did you do that?" You know, like again, how did you do that? They weren't actually asking me. Okay, so anyways, so I'd already did that trick with like a Queen of Hearts or something like that, and then I was doing the trick again. Thankfully, I had like another set of duplicates in the deck, so Ethan had put a duplicate in like the side of like the tent thing. There's like a little tent on top of it, so we put it in the top corner before the trick. So then I showed him again, but I was like, here, I'll do it again, but I'll like teleport it somewhere else. Okay, so I teleported it into there. I didn't say I would teleport somewhere else. I was like, here, I'll just show you the trick again. Because otherwise they would have been looking for it and like looking around and they probably was saying it. So, a little bit of accent there. Okay, anyways, so basically, I did that and then I showed them again. They asked me to do it again. Okay. And I was like, I really don't. I was like, I kept telling them. This was actually the time when the person like said, you know, if you were a good magician, they wouldn't have been afraid to show it twice. I'm like, really? Okay. So anyways, so I took the duplicate and I threw it under the table to Ethan. Okay, this is very risky. Do not ever do this. Ever. Okay. Not a good idea. Anyways, I threw it at his foot because he was on the side of the table and they were all in the center, and he was on the side, so I threw it to him. While they weren't really like paying attention, they were kind of talking because it was like after a trick, and they were kind of just like, you know, not really paying much attention. So I gave it to him. I'm like, Ethan, come on, dude, you know, go put it up there. They're kind of already suspicious that Ethan put it up there because he moved around, so they thought somehow I gave it to him and he put it up there. But you know what? Anyways, I'm not going to go into much detail about this, but anyways, again, just I would not show them the same trick twice. Just say, you know what, sorry, I can't show you it again. You know, I had to say that like several times about like not even just that trick, but like several tricks. So just don't be afraid to just tell them, no, I'm sorry, like I can't show you it twice. Or you know what, I don't know if my cousin came up with this. It's probably already a thing, but you know, he was like, he was talking to me and he was like, you know, if someone asks you to do a trick twice, you can just say, you know, asking a magician twice is not very nice. Okay, that was really cheesy, but you know, it rhymes, so. Anyways, that's just a funny thing you could say, whatever. Tell me Magic Mom sent you. I'm just kidding. Okay, so, anyways, just, I wouldn't show them the same trick twice. But anyways, so that's about wraps that up. Now I'll talk to you about something. Okay guys, so now I'm going to tell you about what to do if someone like points out your trick and says they know how you did it. Okay, now this is difficult to do with because no one wants to hear that they failed. Okay, it happened to me. You know, to be honest, what I do when I mess up, okay, I did this twice yesterday at the magic stand. I messed up. I was doing my lethal tender trick. I'll leave the link below to that. Like to a tutorial. So I had my shell like on the coin, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. So I was putting the coin on their hand to like about to change it. The shell slid off. So they saw it and they saw the Chinese coin under it. So I was like, oh, that's weird. I was just playing dumb. Okay, that's what I do when I mess up. I just play dumb. Which I probably shouldn't do that because people probably like are like, okay, I know you're playing dumb, okay, but it's really fun for me, to be honest. Like, it's annoying, but it's fun to play dumb, to be honest. But so that is what I did. I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't know what was happening there. So then I just like pushed it back on. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know. She literally picked it up and took it off. I'm like, oh, that's really weird. I don't know why that's there. Okay, thankfully I didn't open up the wallet or anything and show that there's another quarter in there. but she was like, what? Okay. It was bad, but I was just playing dumb. You know, to be honest, if you do that, don't play dumb, okay? Just tell them, you know, if you mess up, you can either use something to fix up your trick. If you can't fix it like that, there was no way I could fix that, okay? There was no recovery from that. That was like the worst mess up ever. So, anyways, what I would do, to be honest, and this is advice that I want you guys to know and you guys to use, is don't play dumb, but tell them that they're like a very perceptive person or something like that. It's like, oh, good, you have a good eye, you know, you must be a very perceptive person, you know, stuff like that. Or like, or you can tell them like, you know, yeah, good job, you know, like, you know, there's like those problem solvers, those people who like solve problems, and there's people who like make problems, you know, and you're like, and there's people who just, you know, don't do anything about it. But you know, I think you're those people who just like see a problem and you just have to solve it, you know, like just something like nice to the person. And you know, if this is a saying that I learned from Chris Ramsey, he says it a lot, and it's you could quote me on this from Chris Ramsey. Don't quote me on this. Okay, anyways. So he said, when he performs magic to people, he either wants them to feel to leave the room smarter than they were before, or the same. Okay, not dumber. Okay, like making people think that magic is real or whatever. That's making them feel dumb. Okay, and if you're like playing dumb with people, that's probably making them feel dumb. Okay, so if you tell them that they're like a very perceptive person, whatever, then they're gonna you know, like be smarter when they go out. It's like, oh yeah, you know, they can tell their friends, whatever, you know, a magician came up to me and showed me a trick, and I figured it out. It's like, you know, just whatever. So probably not, they probably wouldn't say that, but you know, just do stuff like that, you know. Sorry, this video has been pretty long, sorry about that, but this was like pretty much my first like vlog. It wasn't my first vlog, I actually had one before. I'm not even gonna leave the link below because I'm so embarrassed about it. It was horrible. Okay, this one I think was a lot better, but anyways, I hope to be doing more vlogs and stuff. Like, I don't know, tell me if you guys want me to do more tutorials or like vlogs, or you know, stuff like that. Like if you want more like advice as a magician, or if you want like more tutorials of card tricks, whatever, just stuff like that, you know, just tell me in the comments below. But anyways, you know what, I'm gonna go. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.